Welcome to Mr. V Teaching Math. In this session, we're going to take a look at calculating the surface area of a triangular prism. A triangular prism. Once again, you need to think about creating a net. So you can see what I have here. Paper all the way around the outside, and when I take it apart, I end up with this sort of shape. It has 3 rectangles and 2 triangles. Now this particular one has an equilateral triangle in the end, which means that the 3 rectangles are all exactly the same. So when I go to calculate this one, I'll do the area of the 2 triangles, which will be exactly the same, and then I can do one of these, and since they're the same, I can times it by 3. However, the examples I'm going to give you aren't going to be so nice and neat as this. Let's take a look at my first little drawing. The key thing to note as we look at this drawing is the end is not an equilateral triangle. It's 3 meters by 3 meters by 4.2 meters, which means that this net doesn't quite work. So I'm going to draw myself another net just to give myself an idea of what in the world I'm supposed to do. Again, this is going to be a rough drawing. I'm going to start. So there's my triangle that's on the end. This is 3, this is 3, and that's 4.2. These are going to be 9, so I'll draw at least this is 9, that's 9, and that's 9. And then again up here I'm going to have another triangle, and those will be by 3. I'm putting in my right angle symbols to make sure I realize that these are right angle triangles. And this is what I have to work with. 2 triangles that are identical, 1 rectangle by itself, and 2 rectangles that are the same. So again, I'm going to have to do the area of each one of these objects. I need 3 formulas. First, the area of the triangles. It doesn't have to be first, but I'm going to do it first. The area of the 1 rectangle all by itself, and then the area of the 2 other ones. Now when we're looking at this little triangle here, what is its altitude? Well, from the base to the top. And its base will be 3, so it's actually going to be 3 times 3 divided by 2. 3 times 3 is 9, divided by 2 is 4.5. This is in meters, and its area, so it's squared. Starting with this one, 4.2 times 9. And then I do this one. And there we have it. Now I just have to add these up. Can you tell my mistake? I almost did something wrong. What did I miss? Go back and look at the net. There's 1 of these, 2 of these triangles. This has to be times by 2. And 2 of these triangles. This has to be times by 2. And now I can add them all up. Give you my total, 100.8 meters squared for this, the surface area of that object. Let me show you another example. Again, this time I'm just going to draw the net and give you an idea of what the formula is. Take a careful look at this drawing. This one's a little trickier again. The triangle is here at the top, so I'm going to start with the triangle. From the drawing, I can see that if I hold it up closely for you, I can see that the bottom edge is 15, and they've given me the altitude of 13. So let's start by drawing myself the triangle. This is nowhere near accurate, but it will be enough for me to solve the question. That's 13. Now it also tells me, if you look nice and closely, that this edge here is also 15, so I know that that's 15. So now I have to draw all the different things. See this section here? Well, that coming off the bottom here, well, that's going to be a 12. All right? Oops. So that's 12 there. So I just drew that one. Now there's going to be this piece coming off of here. That's going to be 12 there. We'll have another piece coming off there. That'll be 12 right there. It does take a little bit of thinking. But what in the world the shape of these things is? Converting these into these is not easy. So now I can take a look at my shape, where I've got the different pieces, and I can figure out what formulas I need. Again, I need a triangular formula, the triangle formula, which will use the 15 and 13. I'm going to need a rectangle formula for that one. And if you'll notice here, 12 by 15, 12 by 15, these three are all the same size. So I only need these two formulas. This one I'll have to times it by 3 because there are 3 in the end, and this one I'll have to times by 2 because there are 2. And that's how to calculate the surface area of a rectangular prism.